Welcome back to Totally Clutch, the Clutch Businesses podcast and vlog. I'm flying solo again today to take a step back to some business basics. So we've got a teenager in the house and we've been having a lot of what I call the check yourself before you wreck yourself conversations as she's starting to spread her wings. Her heart is giant and she's so smart and creative and adventurous. And in the midst of fighting for her independence, things can get wild. It's easy for her to lose sight of the basics. Thank yous, asking instead of taking, asking instead of demanding. And all of those will get her a lot further along in life than the alternative. Now, I trust that you've got your pleases and your thank yous down, but Clutch Businesses is all about finding the check yourself before you wreck yourself places in women's businesses. So let's look at one. I'm Angie Viehman with Clutch Businesses, and last week I stumbled upon a website where a coach was offering free 30-minute introductory sessions with anybody that was interested in finding out more about the services that she offers. This is super common and a really great way to build relationships with potential clients. And it was the only opt-in offer on her entire website, so I imagine that she'd like to see a lot of these appointments booked. Out of curiosity, I clicked to book an appointment, found a date and time that worked, and was asked for my name and email address. All pretty standard. Except this is where I see so many businesses leaving time and conversions on the table. If you offer these to clients, you can probably relate to the first 10 to 15 minutes of these calls is usually you asking the same questions that you ask everybody that you talk to. The answers that you get are different, which is the juicy part of the conversation, but the way that you get those answers is almost entirely the same no matter who you're talking to. This particular coach pays for a really great booking software that allows for a lot of customizations. Customizations that would allow her to ask those questions of the clients or the potential clients before they booked an appointment with her. The answers to their questions then get stored in their client profile. So not only is she able to look them over before she gets on the call with them, but she has a permanent record that she can refer back to anytime she needs. You can see a comparison here on the screen of what is, so this is how the site is now, versus what could be. And that one small change alone cuts her call time in half. And that's without any lengthy research or any lengthy preparations because she already knows what questions she wants to ask. Now, this might not work for everybody. So if you went to my website now, my meeting requests only ask for your contact information and your name. Exactly what I saw on this other site. But I work with a very select number of clients one-on-one, and most of those clients don't inquire about my services on my website. And because of that, I don't rely on these calls as much as this coach would. So intentionally, it's actually even kind of hard to find where to book an appointment with me on my site. This service is for a very select few people, and I have plenty of other resources and ways to connect, more prominently featured on my site, to connect with those seeking services less tailored. And those are who make up the bulk of the visitors to my site. Okay, so back to the coach's site. By adding those questions to her booking form, she cuts her call time in half. If her main goal is to work with people through booking these appointments, let's assume that she wants to talk to 4 people a day. The time that she dedicates to these calls goes from 2 hours a day to an hour a day, and from 10 hours every week to just 5. That's almost a 15% time savings with just one minor change. Some concerns may have popped up along our journey together today. First, a 15-minute call might not grab people's attention as much as a 30-minute call. If that's the case, you could keep the calls 30 minutes long and swap out the question asking for a chance to go deeper with your prospect and increase your conversion rate. That would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? Another concern might be that people are deterred from booking because they're asked to do so much work up front. And I totally get that. In fact, I probably am that person. But I would be totally satisfied if I was given an out and told in a tactful way that I'd be missing out on so much if I didn't do the homework before. If this doesn't directly relate to your business, can you identify any repetitive tasks, meetings, or conversations where you can apply these same ideas? And again, we're looking for something where you're not cutting back on the connection that you're creating or the service that you're providing, but opening up yourself and your company to provide something more, something richer and more in line with what the customer is looking for or actually needs. So with every one of our clients, this is where we start. It's so basic and is just the beginning of the work that we do, but every company, every organization has these things that just sit around unnoticed because it's the way that they've always been done. You set it up initially and it's been working fine. Now, the challenging part is actually implementing this once you've recognized the opportunity. So we make sure that we're doing that for every single one of our clients rather than just leaving them with a list of ways to improve. We actually take the step and implement those improvements for them. So I encourage you to invest in somebody that can do the same thing for you. And if you want to find out more about how we move clients from hustle to flow, you can download our free 3 ways to always have time, energy, and business at clutchbusinesses.com/start-here. Thank you so much for joining us today, and please remember that I believe in you and I believe in your business.